Had a fella pull in last Tuesday with a Ford 2000 on a flatbed. Said it just quit on him. Sat in the barn over winter and now it won't even crank. You could see the frustration all over his face. Sound familiar? Yeah, I've seen this one about 100 times. Here's the thing with these Ford 2000 and 3000 series tractors. They're tough as nails, but they don't like sitting. And when they won't start, it's almost always one of 5 things: battery, fuel, ignition, starter, or compression. Let's walk through them. First thing, and I mean the very first thing, check your battery and cables. Pull those cables off and look at the terminals. If you see that green crusty buildup, that's your problem right there. Clean them up with a wire brush and baking soda. You need at least 12.4 volts to even think about turning that starter over. And don't just check voltage, check the cable ends where they bolt to the starter and the ground. I've seen guys chase a no-start for hours when it was a corroded ground cable the whole time. Now if the battery's good and you're still getting nothing, move to the fuel system. On a gas model, check the sediment bowl under the tank. If it's full of brown gunk, your fuel isn't making it to the carb. On a diesel, bleed the system starting at the injection pump. Either way, make sure that shutoff valve is actually open. I know, but I've been fooled by it myself. If you've got fuel and spark but she still won't fire, check those ignition points. The gap on these should be 24 to 26 thousandths. If those points are pitted or burned, just replace them. They're $3. While you're in there, check your condenser too. And on the starter side, tap the solenoid with a wrench handle while somebody hits the key. If it cranks, the solenoid contacts are burned. Time for a rebuild or replacement. Starter draw should be between 150 and 200 amps. Here's something most guys skip. If it cranks strong but won't fire, do a compression test. Gas models should read 125 to 155 psi. Diesel needs around 350. If you're low, check your valve lash. Intake should be 10 thousandths, exhaust 13 thousandths. I've brought more than one dead tractor back to life just by adjusting the valves. If you want the full service manual for your Ford 2000 or 3000 with all the torque specs, wiring diagrams, and hydraulic charts, I've got them over at the manual store. Links right below. Hit that thumbs up if this saved you a trip to the dealer, and I'll see you in the next one.